meant for an adult audience.
LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
3, 1, go!
Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
LoveLine, coast to coast.
Hey, LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Phone number, 1-800.
That was
you.
No.
1-800-LOVE-191, everybody.
All right.
Had to make the mic noise for
No,
me.
that was just moving the nut mic. I didn't see. Listen how sensitive this thing is. See, it's kind of rocking here.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Okay. No guest tonight. The guest is the love that is found between the two hosts. That's me and Drewski over here.
Speaking of that love, what happened to my pad? It's part of the problem here.
Oh, your piece of carpet.
Right.
To quiet things down.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good idea, so Westwood One would have none of that.
Okay.
Haven't you seen the signs with the innovation and then the slash going across it? It's right at the front door here, Drew. All right, tomorrow night, Kelly Who's going to be in here from the, it is Who, isn't it? From the Scorpion King. She's the hot chick in the Scorpion King, so we'll talk to her tomorrow night. And coming up, Cake's going to be in here, who we really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the phones.
All right, I'm ready.
Yes, Drew?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Randy?
Yes.
You're 32?
Yes.
What's up?
Not much. Hey, I love you guys. Listen, I'll cut to the chase. I was wondering what the early warning signs of a girl who might be sexually abused or have religious hang-ups or whatever that might not ever be interested in sex. Nothing I love more than a girl that's really into sex, and I got a stripper friend that when I sent her a nice little email about going to bed, she froze up and stopped calling me back, and now she's calling me back, but she's like, oh, you don't know me.
Well, what do you mean a stripper friend here? You mean somebody that was at a strip bar that talked to you a lot?
No, I met her. She was a dancer, and when you start your relationship with a table dance, and then, the natural thing is to want to, to lead to sex pretty quick. But
no.
Maybe I jumped the gun.
No, Randy, you got a complete and total misconception about the relationship between you and a stripper. You are a cash register.
Oh, I understand that. No, I know that.
And she is a cash register.
I understand that at a strip bar, fantasy meets reality as long as your pocketbook's running. But no, this is when she's calling me at home and we're emailing, we're making plans to meet, and she says and maybe I'm still naive. I don't know, but.
Well, look, how did you get her email address?
She gave it to me. She gave me her home number and all that.
And you've been talking to her. How long's this been going on?
A couple of weeks.
Yeah, how come you guys haven't gone out?
Well, we made plans, and
yeah.
we were supposed to go out tonight, but she took sick.
Magic.
Yeah.
Shocking.
And you started talking to her about sex before you'd ever had a date with her?
Well, I mean, it's I sent her a nice email and made reference to it. It wasn't asking her for sex, and so,
Yeah, she's not interested, Randy.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon.
But what
Who is this? Which one of the Cartwright brothers is this? Is Little
Hoss.
Joe or Hoss?
Hoss goes to the strip bars.
Oh, yeah, Hoss. I don't know. Little Joe gets around, too. She's not interested, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
He wants to know the warning signs of someone who's not into sex.
Well, let me tell you the warning signs. You're not getting laid. And number 2, you're not getting laid. Those are... You want the third, or you've got a good idea where this is heading?
Yeah, I can see where that's going. But
yeah, I've been emailing her for a month, and we're not going out. And we're supposed to go out tonight, but she took sick. Yeah. So
she's in the sex trade, basically.
Yeah.
Not into sex. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, got issues. Yes, Randy. Yes, that's a sign she's got issues.
You reckon?
Randy's smart though, which is she's not banging Randy, so she's not into sex.
Right. Right.
By that definition, almost every woman in North America, I'm going to say every woman is not into sex.
Because they're not banging Randy.
That's right. Not into sex.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon. Porn stars are not into sex because they ain't banging Randy. Tara?
Yes?
You're 22?
Yes.
What's up?
Thursday night, I spent the night with my boyfriend, and we had sex 8 times within 7 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then I woke up Friday morning, and I was itchy and red down there, which was obviously understandable.
Obviously. Yeah. Who wouldn't be?
Later on that night, Friday night, I started spotting blood. And then I woke up Saturday morning, and I was still spotting, and it wasn't like normal blood. It was a different consistency than my period blood. And my period was 2.5 weeks ago, so I'm like, it can't be my period. Well, it's gotten heavier, and now thinking that it is my period, but would continuous sex like that cause bleeding?
Any sex can cause bleeding.
Really?
Yeah. So mid-cycle bleeding is not uncommon. Are you on any medication?
No.
Okay. And you got to be careful, as sometimes things like an ectopic pregnancy can occur and that can cause bleeding. But it's usually just sex itself. But usually just immediately after sex you'll notice the bleeding. So the fact that it came a little later is a little more of a concern.
7 times? Hold on. 7 times in 8 hours?
Yeah.
Wow. What's
I'm
up?
very promiscuous. I had another
Yeah.
question.
You
What
know,
are the
is that promiscuous after
No.
when you start going to number 6? Like if you cut off at 4
Promiscuous
in a night.
does not mean active with one person.
It's not numbers, it's numbers of partners.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm
Believe me,
saying?
I know. And that leads to my next
Hold
question.
on. How come there's almost no satisfaction in any kind of explanation on this show? Do you think she knew what we were talking about at all?
Oh, I know. I know.
I don't think she knows what we're talking about. Tara?
Yeah.
All right, anyway, you know.
What are the psychological signs of being an nymphomaniac? Because
Get
I lost
nailed
my
7,
virginity.
8 times.
Huh?
And there's no such thing as nymphomania. It's not a term that is applicable anymore. Sexual addiction, sexual compulsivity is really the way it's thought of now. And if you were sexually abused at one time, if you have addiction...
I was.
Yeah. And being sexually abused, and particularly if you have a sort of an alcoholic biology, you tend towards addiction or alcoholism. That plus the history of sexual abuse seems to combine to cause a real compulsion, a trajectory towards being compulsed around sex. And that needs to be treated. That can get to be pretty serious.
I'm sorry?
That can get to be pretty serious. You can start to have consequences, and it often needs to be treated.
I mean, I lost my virginity at 21 last year in September. And, since then I've had, 16 different partners.
And you were sexually abused when you were how old?
When I was, 5, 6, and it was, for 2 or 3 years.
And then you were kind of shut down to sex until 21?
Yeah, I was,
Interesting.
my stepmom and my dad were really strict. I never had sex in high school. I never did anything. And then
Who abused you?
These 2 kids that lived across the street from me when I was growing up, living with my grandma.
Wow.
Wow.
How old were they?
Just a little bit older than I was.
Why were you living with your grandma?
'Cause my mom left me when I was a baby, but I
Oh, boy.
just got back in contact with her, and things are good.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, they're good now, but you got a little making up to do.
Oh yeah, I'm happy. I was gonna call you guys 'cause I was looking for her and I couldn't find her, but she found me.
Oh, well, it's good that she found you.
Yeah.
What, she wanted to borrow some money?
No.
No.
No, she wants to get things right with me again. She feels
Okay,
bad.
that's good. Good. All right, you need to get a little therapy, baby. You've had a lot go on in your life.
Absolutely. This is something that really does... You're developing symptoms now that should be dealt with.
All right. Heather?
Yes,
24.
yes.
What's up?
Me and my husband are wondering the best position to get pregnant in.
Wheelbarrow.
The one in which he ejaculates.
So, him sitting in the car listening to LoveLine and me laying down in bed naked's not going to work.
No.
No. All right.
Why?
Well, I did say the one that lets you ejaculate. So
Yeah.
He has to ejaculate inside you.
Yeah, it's got to be in you.
Yeah.
You can't do it on the floor mat of the car and then go ahead and funnel it.
He's addicted to LoveLine.
Wow, that's good.
All right. Well, we love you guys.
Well, hold on now, baby.
Oh.
Don't go away.
I ain't going to let that crazy cackle get off the line. She laughs like Arnold from Happy Days.
All right now.
All right, babe. Now, how's it going over there?
Pretty good.
You guys want to have kids?
Yeah.
Do you have any? You have some
I
from
have
a previous
one.
relationship?
I have a
Shocking!
10-year-old.
Shocking!
How old? 10?
Huh?
He's 10?
10.
10.
Shocking. True. How is it that I knew with that crazy
I
laugh
don't know.
there had to be another
I don't
another
know.
kid?
But let me scrape you off the floor.
All right. Yep. And now, how's it going? What's your husband?
You've got to make her laugh some more.
I don't put pressure on me, Drew. I don't respond to that. What's your husband doing for a living?
What is she doing?
What's he doing for what?
Well, I thought you were in bed at home. You're at work.
I'm at home. I'm out in the car.
Oh.
We're listening to LoveLine.
Uh-huh. What are you doing there? What's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on? Oh, the wind's blowing.
Oh, interesting.
We're out in Minnesota sitting in the car listening to LoveLine,
Okay.
like we do every night.
You guys, you don't have a house?
Yeah, we have a house,
Oh.
but we live in the basement part, and we don't get you in quite good.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you telling me that you go out to the car for reception and conception?
Just to hear LoveLine.
Now, let
the
me...
only station that doesn't come in good in the basement, man.
Thank you. Let me ask you this.
What?
Is someone else living in the house, or do you just have really low self-esteem?
We have a run of the whole. We have a run of the whole house.
Right. Oh, okay. But yet you choose to live in the basement?
Well, it's a half basement, half.
Attic?
Yeah. No.
I'll see if I could trick her. Yeah.
Made her laugh, though.
It's
I like
like
that.
built into a hill. So half of it's underground, technically, if a tornado came, okay? We'd be
Wow.
safe. But we have a whole back. The whole back of the house is like doors and patios, just like a normal house.
Okay, baby. Well,
So
God bless you two for going out in the car.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we
listening.
love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank
Very
you.
entertaining.
Yeah.
We need to get you a radio that you can put upstairs.
Yeah.
It's just different in brick houses, man. If you lived out here, you'd know.
Yeah. I know that
And the
brick.
rockin' station is the only station we cannot get.
All
We
right.
just
Yeah.
get all that junk.
Yeah, it's rough. Out here, I get every goddamn Mexican and religious station there is.
We don't get any Spanish.
Aye! Don't worry, baby. You will. You will soon because they're moving that way.
All right.
Just like them killer bees from Africa. They're making their way.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, all right. There,
We'll
sure.
freeze them out.
All right, listen. It's true. They'll hit those Mexicans with a blast of cold air and send them back to the border. That's what we should have done, Drew. All right, Heather, you're, I don't know what her question was. Just have sex in the car, right?
Right. Or whatever.
Or whatever.
Together. They need to have sex together.
That's right.
At the
They
same time.
Need to be in the same room. Brett? Brett is 29.
Caller who goes by Brett.
Brett.
Whoa.
Hello?
Hello? Yes, hi.
Hi.
I'm Brett's girlfriend?
You're Brett's girlfriend.
Yes, hi.
Hi. What's happening?
Well, me and Brett, we have a problem. I have no sexual drive whatsoever.
How come?
And it just, it really bothers him. It doesn't bother me. I'm a stripper, so 99% of us have no sexual drive.
Yeah, you sound hot.
The thing is that it happened that I've been having this problem for a long time, even before I started dancing. I've been dancing for like 3 years now, and even before I met Brett. It seems like that 3 or 4 months into a relationship, my sexual drive kind of dies on me.
How do you
I've been on medication for depression. I was on Luvox and Prozac, but it was like 2 years ago.
You're on nothing now.
Nothing now. I don't do any drugs. I don't even drink. Never smoked pot in my life. But it feels like I'm spayed.
Are you Norwegian or something? What is your accent?
I'm Russian.
Russian.
Wow.
You reckon?
Yeah. I'll tell you, I said it to Drew almost every night. Takes all kinds. Takes all kinds. How much money are you making as a dancer?
Oh, on a lousy night?
Yeah, on a really horrible, lousy,
On a really
non-average
horrible lousy
night.
Probably $25.
$25. And on an average night?
On an average night, between 150 to up to 250. On a really good night, if somebody's very drunk and I'm very sociable, up to 500.
Wow, that's not totally nude or topless?
Just topless.
Just topless.
Yeah, and I'm not a very sociable person as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to a lady on your show. She said to just have sex, if he wants to just have it. That's the thing. If I don't want to have it, I'm not going to.
Right.
It hurts him a lot because
I know,
he
but
thinks like, what, am I lousy in bed? And he's the best thing that ever happened to me in my life.
remember the advice, though, about wanting to, just having sex, even if you didn't want to try to kickstart your vagina
I
a
don't
little.
know why I don't want it. I've
now
never
listen,
been abused in my life.
You've never been abused?
Never been abused. When I was like 15, I was one big walking hormone. I was horny 24/7.
Isn't being from Russia abuse?
No, not really. I came from a Jewish family, so I
Ooh.
never really suffered.
Boy, I'll tell you,
I'm the only child.
That's the other kind of abuse, isn't it?
if I had a nickel for every Russian Jew stripper I've spoken to tonight, I'd be a rich man.
But
So, yeah, when did you come to this country?
Over 8 years ago.
Okay. Well,
It's not that I'm just dancing because I like it.
right. No, so no abuse.
No abuse. I've never been on drugs.
but now you said you experienced yourself sexually early in a relationship, right?
Early, yes.
And then what?
It seems like 4 or 5 months into a relationship, it's just my sexual drive dies.
What do you think
completely.
changes? What happens at 4 or 5 months?
Nothing. That's the thing. Nothing changes. I mean, a relationship only gets better.
And
because
why
you
does
get
that?
to know.
Okay, now so why does a good, closer relationship become non-sexual? Why do those two things not go together for you?
I don't know. It's just like previous boyfriends that I had exactly the same problem, and that's why I was breaking up. That's why.
Are you still attracted to men?
Yes, very.
Okay,
Very.
but not this guy.
Him.
No, she likes him.
No, but are you attracted to, sexually to other men? Is the question. The point is, she's trying to sabotage.
She's into this guy.
And she's sabotaging him.
Why? She's
Because
into
she
him.
can't stand intimacy.
Really?
Yeah.
Never slept with a woman.
Hold on. We don't know her name, so I'm going to call her Russian Jew stripper.
Number one. Number 12 we talked to.
Russian Jew stripper number 1?
Yes.
All right. You sure you're not trying to sabotage this relationship?
See, I'm married. I am married. My husband is in Russia. I haven't seen him in over 2 years. And pretty much headed for a divorce because I'm really not into a long distance relationship.
Well, Russia's not so
they never
far.
work out.
Oh, okay. All right.
Never work
All
out.
right. Well, hey, listen, Drew, between the language and cultural barrier, I'm not sure if we're going to get to the bottom of this one.
Yeah. I just think that she shuts down sexually as she gets more intimate. Sex is some sort of tool for her that she manipulates with, and certainly she has arousal, and that sort of feels good to her and is gratifying to her, but when it becomes part of a relationship, it disconnects.
Right. All right. And listen, she said that she was listening.
Yeah.
Who was in here
Fat
last
Mike.
night? Yeah,
Fat Mike's wife.
Fat Mike's old lady.
Aaron?
Aaron was saying that, hey, look, ladies, if you ain't in the mood and it's been a few weeks, just hold still. Let your man give you a nice raping. I don't think she used the word rape, but technically
She
that's
said you'll
what
get
it is.
into it if you let yourself.
Yeah, and she said, I know that's what she said, but I don't feel like it. I know.
But-
that's why you need to hold still.
But some women can't. It's like trying to
I know.
do something that's just...
I know, but think about all that stuff that you've had. I have that about work.
Imagine you were completely full, and you're so full you're nauseated. Food look unpleasant to you.
Yeah,
and somebody said, hey, if you start eating, you'll want to eat again. You want to eat some more.
I could still pound something. You brought over some popcorn shrimp.
All right.
I'd pound that. Melissa,
Yes.
you're 27?
Hi, thanks for taking my call. You guys are great.
Thank you.
Okay, I have got quite a problem. I live in a pretty small town, and I haven't lived here very long, and I have 2 friends, and they're a couple. And lately, the guy has been kind of hitting on me, and now it's come around that the girl is too, and they're trying to get me involved in a threesome. And I don't know how to handle it.
Well, how do you know these people?
Well, it gets pretty interesting. He was actually my boyfriend about 10 years ago.
Huh.
And
Didn't you say you just moved to a small town?
I'm sorry?
Didn't you say you just moved to a small town?
I just moved here, but I lived here when I went to high school.
I see. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and
You moved back home to Bakersfield.
kind of.
Yeah, who could leave that
Taking care of
tropical
Grandma.
paradise?
Oh,
You
yeah.
reckon?
Oh,
The trade breezes go through there every afternoon.
it's beautiful. I'm surprised no one's written a song about Bakersfield.
It's just the most beautiful place.
Doesn't Jimmy Buffett have a song about Bakersfield? I'll tell you, if Jimmy Buffett went to Bakersfield, there'd be a
ballad.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, all right. So you went back to
Baker Street. You figure maybe that?
I'm
No.
actually
no.
not in Bakersfield. I'm just a little north of there.
you went back to take care of Grandma.
So
and,
you're in Delano. So what else?
yeah. This is gonna be trouble.
Yes.
You understand?
So what I'm wondering is, I mean, part of me kind of gets drawn towards the chaotic and wants to go for it. But really, honestly, I've had enough counseling to know that I don't want to do this. So now I need to know, how do I not get involved in this.
Just
and
don't
keep
do it.
in
Listen,
touch.
if these people give one crap about you, they will maintain the friendship in spite of your unwillingness to engage in something that they want to do. It's like, if you were a kid and you wanted to go to an amusement park and your friend didn't want to go, you'd reject them as a friend because they didn't want to do what you want to do that you thought was fun?
Absolutely.
No.
Oh.
Unless you had one purpose for this couple, and that is to be used in a threesome, and they lose interest in you when you won't comply with their exploitation.
Well, more like they had one purpose.
Right, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Didn't come across that one.
Sorry.
But, yeah, we knew what you meant there, Drew.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Where were all these people when I was growing up? It's
When
like,
you wanted to be part of a threesome?
they want to film an orgy, and I don't want to do it, but geez, I don't know how to say no. It's as if they'd invited you to their grandparents' ranch in Ojai, and you didn't, you just didn't feel like going, and now you felt sort of badly because they'd put up pulled out the Murphy bed, and you had a whole cottage set up for you. Jesus Christ! I mean, they're basically just, they want to get it on.
They just want to use you, yeah.
No, that's why they're kissing up.
That's right.
Yeah, well, why would an old boyfriend be coming around with the new girlfriend? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would there be any use for you at all? And why would the new girlfriend permit you hanging out with the old girlfriend unless there was some kind of crazy threesome going on? All right, so if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Yeah, but don't be surprised if these people kind of back down.
Yeah, but if you do want to do it, go ahead.
Whatever.
Yeah, you're single. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
Hello? Who's this?
This is LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, yo, LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. And it's back to the phones we go. Patty,
Hello?
you're 27.
Yes?
There's a car going through your living room?
Oh, no, that's a train.
Or is a train going through your living room?
No, right next to it.
I see.
Right next to your living room. Okay.
That's bad.
Well, most of our LoveLine callers have that, don't they?
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Is the doctor guy there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. My gynecologist didn't know the answer to this one, and I'm hoping you do. I have a Foley catheter, like permanent. Well, I have to change it, but it's like they're for good.
Are you paraplegic or something?
No, I have diabetic neuropathy.
Yeah.
My sciatic nerve.
Wow, at 27, you already lost your bladder control.
Yeah.
So when you were a teenager, you refused to take your insulin, right?
I didn't get it till I was 17.
When you were a teenager, you refused to take your insulin, though, right?
I took insulin. I just ate a lot of candy. But yeah, basically.
Just say yes, would you,
Yes,
goofball?
okay, yes.
How
Thank you.
many episodes of DKA did you have when you were younger?
A lot.
Okay, that's from not taking. Diabetic ketoacidosis means your diabetes is running completely out of control. I mean, massively out of control all the time. And when that happens, you actually damage the nerves and the kidney and your eyes. Are you having vision problems too?
Yeah, I wear glasses and have kidney problems and all that stuff.
Oh, baby, why didn't you
But
take your
anyway.
insulin?
Because I was a teenager and stupid.
Okay.
I do now. I have perfect control now.
All right.
But anyway,
I think I don't. And your question is, can you have sex with the Foley?
yeah.
I don't think there's any problem with that really, as long
Well,
as
how's the Foley work?
it's a tube about half the size of this, a soft like the tubing on a stethoscope,
Half the size of this?
like the tubing of a stethoscope,
There you go.
and it just slides right up into the bladder. It's got a big ball on the end of it that inflates.
Is it there full time?
Yeah.
And it goes right up the coos there?
It goes into
Right next to it.
up in the urethra.
Mm-hmm.
It's different on girls.
Yeah.
You know,
You
we
guys don't
we
have
two
penises,
holes,
or?
You know.
Oh, you have two. Uh-huh. And do you so you can have sex around that thing?
You can kind of pull it up, I would think.
That's
and,
what I figured.
Yeah. I don't think, as long as it's not vigorous, you can't do anything too crazy. However, you wouldn't feel that much if you have such bad neuropathy. Your bladder lost complete control of your bladder.
Well, I didn't see. That was kind of another question. Is they have me on so many medications. What medications can kill your sex drive, legal and illegal?
Well, all the illegal stuff has the potential to do that, And if all the illegal stuff, you're diabetic, is bad news, especially the stimulants, especially cocaine.
What are you doing, baby?
Black and speed
A little speed?
and some black.
What's the black?
Black tar heroin?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just call that black, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is anybody treating your heroin addiction?
I was going to a methadone clinic, but that's even worse than the heroin.
Yeah, so you need your heroin. Don't go to methadone is just another addiction.
Methadone's worse.
It's worse to get off of. It's a tough drug, but I understand why people have that option. But get heroin addiction treated.
Hey, baby, what's going on?
Hey, you listen. No way you can feel anything when you're on heroin. You're not going to feel anything.
Hey, have you ever thought about suing your parents?
Why?
They must have done
'Cause I was
something.
born?
They must have done something horribly wrong.
Yeah, God hates me, but that's okay.
No, I'm talking about your parents.
My parents didn't do anything wrong.
They didn't drop the ball along the way?
Maybe on my head, but no.
I mean, they got a daughter who's, what's she got? Diabetes, and she's not taking her insulin, and she's not monitoring her diet. Now she's on the heroin and the speed and everything.
And do they know all this? No.
They don't? No?
Well, she knows I'm diabetic.
They were good parents to you growing up?
Good enough, yeah.
All right, baby.
No, Patty. No.
All right. All right, I don't know. Jesus Christ, Patty's 27.
She's not going to live very long. Even if she were not a heroin addict, her chance of getting to 40 would be pretty slim.
Really?
With the heroin, I understand how we're going to get to see 30.
Why?
She'll get infections. The diabetics don't have normal immune systems. She's shooting stuff into her veins. I mean, she's got kidney disease. Heroin addicts get kidney failure. I mean, this is a total house of cards here.
Hey, Patty.
Yeah.
Are you shooting heroin?
Yeah, but remember, I'm diabetic. I always have clean needles.
Yeah. What about socially? You got a man?
Well, I could have.
Yeah.
If I can
have sex?
Have sex.
Well, you're not going to feel anything until you get off the heroin.
Well, why not?
Because heroin is a numbing medication. That's how it works.
It's a painkiller.
Right. It's a
not a
central nervous system depressant.
Whew.
Yeah. Okay.
Patty, you don't have any kids, do you?
Yeah, but he doesn't live with me.
Okay. Where's he live?
With my mom.
Okay. Well, Patty, for your it's a son, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for your son, why don't you start taking care of yourself so you can be around for a little while? Watch him grow up.
For the most part, I am. I tried to get off the heroin. I was off methadone for 3 months and in withdrawals the whole time. And so
You need to go to a program. You need to be in a facility for a few months.
They won't take me because I'm diabetic. There's no way to get off that when you're diabetic.
That's not true.
You're stuck on it for life. Yes, it is.
On methadone, but you're not on methadone anymore. You're on heroin.
No, there's no way to get off heroin when you're diabetic.
Patty, I detox diabetics every day. Every day.
Me too.
No problem.
I've been looking for a rapid detox.
That will be a disaster for you. That will not be a good thing for you. It will also be very expensive. But the diabetes does not just needs to be in a hospital. It needs to be a place that's used to dealing with medical problems. But guess what? Most heroin addicts have medical problems, and we're used to dealing with those. No problem.
All right, so she's not going to make it to 30.
Not if she doesn't do something.
All right.
It's a disaster waiting to happen here.
Okay.
That's sad.
Well, good times. Good times. Jenna?
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're 15.
Yeah.
You want to turn out like that last caller?
No.
All right, then you listen to me, sweet pea.
Okay.
You're calling from North Hollywood?
Yeah.
Move
You
out.
gotta
Move.
And I'm talking about tonight.
No. Okay. I'm planning to move. Yeah.
Good.
But,
Good girl.
Yeah. I had a question for Dr. Drew. How accurate are the home pregnancy tests? Could it be wrong sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes, but not very often.
Not in your case. Uh-oh. What's that?
Okay.
Is that some other test that wasn't wrong?
Huh?
Who was that back there?
Oh shit. I think it's my mom.
Right.
She's not supposed to hear what I'm saying. But
That's
anyways,
all right.
Yeah. So it could be wrong.
No. Listen.
No, it's going to be right. Assume it's right.
Figure it's right.
It's.
I think it's a pretty good bet.
You want to keep trying to talk Drew out of it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Fantasy answer.
Fantasy
answer. Hold on. I'm playing the car.
Okay.
those home pregnancy tests?
What? Home?
Home-
No, there's no such thing as that.
Home
What are you talking about?
Can they be wrong?
Of course. Of course. What do you... Oh, those things are just a scam. Are you kidding? Look, please. A home pregnancy test? In what world?
So, like, if it says...
All they are just little fake candy sticks you chew on. Like they're like candies.
Oh, you chew on them?
Like bubblegum cigarettes. Same thing.
Oh.
Yeah. They're always to throw out positive.
So if
It's just positive.
Positive would mean negative?
No, it's when you open the container, it's positive. It's
Oh.
just sort of...
Fantasy answer. Fantasy answer. All right. Hey, Jenna.
Uh-huh.
If the home pregnancy test says you're pregnant, then you probably are.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not pregnant. My sister, which she's 13.
Ooh.
And I don't know if you guys remember me. I called on Sunday asking about my period.
Your what?
Remember, I had a question that I still hadn't have my period. So
Right, I do remember you. She was
Yeah.
15, no period. at all.
after that call, she told me that she might think that she was pregnant.
Uh-huh.
So yesterday I went to go buy her those things that they sell in this drugstore.
Yes, the
And
candy
then
cigarettes.
Right.
it
right.
came out positive.
Right.
Did you do it more than once?
No.
Do another one.
So
Do another one.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, though.
Yeah, but do another one. And if it's
No,
positive...
I actually made an appointment at this teen clinic.
Okay, good.
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's good. That's where she needs to go.
Yeah. Where do you live in North Hollywood? What?
I live in Saticoy and Shady Glade.
Oh, baby. Let me tell you, when I'm in charge, I'm going to turn all of North Hollywood into a free clinic. I'm just going to put a fence around it, and that's it. I'm just going to hand out clean syringes and HIV test kits and home pregnancy test kits and condoms.
Lock the door.
Oh, she's out on Saticoy. That's trouble. That's abuse.
It's the depths of North Hollywood.
Oh, it's the bowels of North Hollywood. Oh, Brandon,
Yeah.
you're 14. What's up?
Well, I was masturbating with some shampoo 2 days ago, and I think it like dried on my testicles, and it really burns.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, because you wash your hair with the shampoo, and it runs down your body and over your testicles, and
I
it
know.
doesn't
No,
burn.
no, but I wasn't in the shower. I just used it like plain.
Oh, you used full strength. Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, didn't you use it on your penis?
Yeah.
How'd it get in your testes?
Oh, well, it dripped down, and it's crusted.
Uh-huh. What kind of shampoo?
It's ice. It's called.
Ice?
Yeah, that's what the brand's name.
I thought that was some sort of mentholatum rub or something, that ice. Isn't that for like
Icy hot?
Isn't that for your muscles?
No, I have that too, but I don't use that.
You have ice shampoo?
Yeah, it's called ice, and it's a shampoo.
All right, well, maybe
All
you
right.
irritated the skin.
All right, how about
get some Cortade, stop using that, cold water.
Okay.
Cortade cream, and this sounds bogus to me too.
Yeah, I don't believe it. But listen, there are a lot of almost every guy I grew up with made the mistake of beating off with Prel at some point in their life.
Why don't you believe Brandon?
I don't know.
What's your impulse?
Ugh.
Just curious.
He didn't really want to know the answer that much, and there wasn't really much of an answer.
Yeah.
And if you dumped shampoo on your nuts, it might be a little bit irritating, but you would rinse it off, and that'd be about the end of that.
My impulse is Brandon's not 14; he's 11.
Yeah, that too.
And he's not masturbating.
That's good. What year were you born, Brandon?
What?
What year were you born?
88.
Yeah. What month?
February 20th.
1988.
All right. Does that make him? I think so.
That makes him 12.
Hey, do you go to Westlake High
Makes
School?
him 12, by the way.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Makes him 12, not 14.
No. February 20th, 1988.
All right. I'm going to send you out something on your birthday, all right?
Okay.
It's going to be
How does that make him?
some Vaseline.
14, okay.
Hey, do you go to Westlake High School, Brandon?
Oh, no, next year. I'm in 8th grade right now. I'm going to Kalina.
Yeah, see, I went to that school. They're all liars. Me and all my friends, jack off liars.
How, well, that I know, but how do we know you're not lying about everyone being liars?
That's just the thing.
Yeah, that's, it does add an extra element. All right, who cares about Brandon and his balls? He's fine, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's say hi to someone, then we'll take a break. Joanne,
Yes.
you're 35?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
I have a question. My boyfriend was diagnosed earlier this year with cancer. He wasn't feeling well, and he went into the doctor. When they were doing some exams, they had taken a mole off his skin to see if he didn't have skin cancer. Well, it turned out on further examination, he has cancer, and he has like what do you call them? Tumors. He has some tumors like on his spine, one on his lung. And my question is, we have sex, and it's unprotected. But I like to give him blowjobs, and I like to drink his semen. And I wanted to know, can cancer be transmitted through the semen?
Well, hold on.
Fantasy answer. Oh, boy.
Fantasy answer.
How old? Joanna's 35.
She's got about 4 months to live.
Oh, my God.
I like, now we're going to take a break, and we'll get to this when we come back, but I like the fact that she used the word drink.
That's a good point.
You know, as if after a long hike, she could really pop the cap on some semen.
Honey, want a Gatorade? No.
No, I'm taking semen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's nice when it's chilled. It's a nice commercial. Guys mountain biking, snowboarding, reaching for semen. Yeah, it's when beer won't do. Lemonade's a little too sweet. It's kind of like that Sunny D commercial.
Do the spoo.
Do the spoo. I like it, I like it in my coffee. I like to put a little floater on top there. Not every day, but for special occasions. Like a Sunday when I'm reading the paper, I'll do the spoo.
Dollop on top of the cappuccino.
I'll also empty it into my sports bottle when I'm mountain biking. And sometimes I'll just, pop the cap and spray it all over my face when I'm hot, when I get to the top of the mountain. I'll also splash a little on my wrist. My grandfather taught me that. It brings the body temperature down. We'll come back. We'll find out about Joanne and if she's doing the spoo, and that's giving her the big C after this.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready. Ready.
Yep, LoveLine, everybody. I'm Adam. That's Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Now, when we left off, we're speaking to Joanne. She's 35. Her boyfriend has cancer, tragically. But you like to drink his semen.
Well, yes. Well, I like to give head. And I really enjoy sucking, his penis because he has a beautiful penis. And I really like to drink him. And depending on what he, eats or drinks, sometimes it's really sweet and sometimes it can be bitter.
Really? It makes a difference,
It makes a difference. It really does.
What have you noticed?
Well, like the last few weeks, when he would come, he wasn't coming that much. And I would always tease him, oh, hey, babe, you must be getting it somewhere else because you're not coming, like you usually do. And he goes, oh, I'm just tired. I'm just stressed from work and stuff. And
Wait a minute, stress from work. You just said he has metastatic cancer. He has cancer all over his body.
He's just been diagnosed from that. He's been looking a little tired.
Yeah, but do you understand how serious that is?
No, I don't understand. And he was trying to explain it to me.
Hold on, Joanne, you're not a physician?
I'm not a physician. I don't understand. That's why I was calling to see if Dr. Drew was there to give me to clarify it because I don't understand.
Oh, hold on a second. I don't want to laugh. I know this is becoming very morbid, but the guy's got tumors on his spine and tumors on his lungs. I'm no physician, but those are a couple of places you don't want to have tumors, I'm guessing. Then it's like, honey, you ain't coming very much. Yeah, no, I'm pretty tired from work. It's like, I'm dying. Hello? I mean, yeah, boss. Dropped off a load of paperwork before he hit the links, and I stayed till 8:30 finishing it off.
Oh, yeah, and those tumors are growing.
And my body's being consumed by cancer. Joanne?
Yes.
How long you been going out with this guy?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, 3
So it's a pretty serious relationship, right?
Yeah, well, you could say that.
Yeah. But if he dies...
I was devastated because, and I don't want him to die. And according to his doctor, he says he gave him about a year. He could be less. It could be more.
Yeah, he's got melanoma, right?
I think so. I'm not sure.
That is a total, completely devastating cancer.
Yes, it is.
How old is the guy?
He's 33.
Oh my God.
I know.
All right, so he's had a long, rich life.
Yeah, but it makes me sad because, you know.
No more come.
Yeah, and that's what he says he really likes about me is that I give him good head.
Right.
And I wanted to know that because when we do have sex, you know, it is unprotected. And
maybe you can sue him.
No, well,
I mean, for cutting you off the semen, you know, at 33, 33 and a half, whenever he kicks off.
That's not the point, but I wanted to also ask two things.
All right, let's put this
I can see why you're upset at him, though.
I mean, yeah, I'm upset not because that he's not coming enough. That's the least of
Well,
it.
like I said, that's probably just a work thing. They probably got to hire a temp or something.
Hire a temp, I know. Will you be my substitute?
Yeah. What's what's he do for a living?
He's a sheriff.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You know, so like our hours are pretty, you know.
Why doesn't he go out on disability?
You know, I think he's just going to work until he feels tired, and then he's going to do that. Because I haven't really talked to him about it, because it's just like he just shocked me a few nights ago with it, and I didn't know what to say. And I had talked to one of my cousins, and she was saying that he should go, you know, get disability and just retire and just relax and live out whatever he has left instead of working himself, because he's a workaholic.
Yeah. Don't be surprised if about 8 months from now you hear a gunshot from upstairs in a kaplunk.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, a lot of things have been crossing my mind.
Yeah. But
I was like more concerned because, I mean, he has just been recently diagnosed with it.
Right. All right.
We've been having sex, and I just wanted to know, was that transmittable or not?
No, cancer is not a contagious disease.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And then lastly, can I still continue having sex with him until he gets tired and he can't
he's
perform?
moribund, yeah.
Okay.
As long as he wants to.
Well.
All right, baby. And even after he's expired, I think there's a window there. It's about 36 hours.
36 hours, and it'd still be hard?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I don't mean to be morbid.
No, I know. But listen. Life's for the living. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I know. And I was just a little freaked out because.
What does Joanne do for a living? Just please.
I'm guessing she works with kids or the elderly.
Actually, no. I do billing
Caltech.
for a sewing machine company.
I knew it. That was going to be my third. It was children, the elderly, or billing for a singer.
I work in the accounting department.
Okay, baby. All right. Well, good times.
Okay.
You know, and you won't get cancer from a little semen. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
I was
fine.
just wondering because I didn't know if I should go to my doctor and get
some
a full
semen.
exam and.
No. You're fine,
keep
baby.
doing the do.
Whew. Tell you, stiff upper lip.
What is that? Is that like? Is she in denial or is she a sociopath?
And she's not a sociopath. She's
No.
on a lunar mission of some type.
Well, you know how kids don't know what's going on? Like when you're like 6 and Grandpa dies and you go, Grandpa had to go away for a while, and you're like, oh, where'd Grandpa go? He went away, and then you show them something shiny and they're like,
Right. This is that.
Yeah, I think it's like,
so primitive.
honey, I'm 33 and I'm body's riddled with cancer and I probably won't make it to 34, but you can have my badge. Ooh.
Shiny. Donuts.
I can see myself.
Can I drink some semen? Right? That's where she's at? Wow.
Jesus Christ. If my old lady gave me that attitude when I was dying with cancer, put a bullet in her head right before I went down. There's no way I could live with that. Mary Poppins. You got cancer's eating away at your spine and lungs, and she's worried about her health.
Well,
all right. Hey, I've said it before. It takes all kinds.
Takes all kinds. We're hearing from them all tonight.
Marcus, and listen, you know, we make fun of people that maybe have a slightly lower IQ than ours, but do you realize how good life is when you're this way? I mean, what could possibly get you down? 3 years you've been with this guy. He's got 6.5 months to live, and hey, it's not a great time, but you know, it's not like getting your car keyed or anything. Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about bliss? Imagine, Drew.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine the shape you would be in.
You're right.
You wouldn't be able to talk, right? No, this is good. Marcus, it's not a bad gig being dumb. You're 26. What's up?
Well, I've been with my girlfriend for about 8 months, and I really love this girl a lot, and I'm constantly fantasizing about other girls.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just trying to figure out a way to spice it up. And obviously, in my mind, I thought menage a trois would be a really cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of the dream of all guys. But
All right, hold on a second. How long have you been with this girl?
About 8 months.
And you love her?
I really do. I mean, I
All
feel love for her. I'm still trying to evaluate.
Well, why do you want to spice it up if you're?
Well,
so
hold
in
on.
love?
I got a lot of questions for him, but we'll address it after the break.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Hey, Drew. Let's remember that last call with the cancer through consumption of semen.
When people
yeah, people ask me all the time, what's a weirder call?
Yeah.
I never come up with anything good.
All right, there you go. It's a good one.
All right, we'll be back.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
You know what I'm saying out there?
Adam and Dr. Drew will be right back on LoveLine.
Hey, yo, LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. When we left off, we were speaking to Marcus. Yes?
Yes.
Marcus is 26.
Marcus has a big fantasy.
He's,
Can't let go of it.
He's been with his gal pal for 8 months. They're very much in love. But he wants to spice things up. He's got a fantasy. Wants to menage. Marcus?
That is correct.
You now, who do you want to bring a third partner in?
I mean, I don't have anyone in idea, but I get the impression that if I bring it up with her, she's going to feel that I do want to be with other girls, and it's going to open up this whole other feeling within her that's probably going to linger in her mind and possibly alter our relationship.
How gay are you?
You want to bring a girl in, do you?
Yeah, and then she could turn around and maybe feel like she wants to bring another guy in, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for that one.
Well, that's a penis for you.
I mean, do I pop in a porno tape? She's not really into like porno tapes, so I'm not thinking that I shouldn't,
You ever been with a guy?
No.
No? Never think about it?
I've thought about it.
Yeah.
It's really not my bag. I mean, I've had a couple of crazy dreams, but I think when I've been in the moment, it never really did it for me.
What do you mean, been in the moment?
Well, like if I'm in a bar, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the most feminine guy, but I mean, a lot of guys come on to me, and it didn't really do it for me.
Okay.
And what were these dreams like?
I guess it would be like, it would always be with another woman involved, that's for sure.
So 2 guys and a woman.
Right.
Interesting.
It was never really one-on-one.
What about that with your girlfriend?
Pardon me?
What about that fantasy with your girlfriend?
I haven't had it with my girlfriend.
But is that the kind of threesome?
I know, Tardo, but what about that?
Would I consider it?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to feel it out,
Yeah.
Could end up liking this guy more than me. I mean, I guess that's always a possibility.
Right, or you could end up liking him more than her.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. We're getting a little of that vibe. Well, anyway,
my main question is,
right,
how do you go about bringing it up? I mean,
well, look, if you're in love with this person, it's going to cause a little trouble in the relationship.
Yeah, guys bring this up and pound it over the women over the head with it all the time until they capitulate, and then they do, and then the relationship ends because the kinds of feelings that result from this kind of a triangulation, bring another person into your intimacy, are always very unexpected and surprising and unpleasant very often, and result in a destabilizing effect on the relationship.
The only shot you have is if she's into experimenting with a chick with a nice excuse. Do you think she's into that?
I think she might be.
Well, look, you're not going to marry her, are you?
I'm getting the feeling that I'm not.
Why not?
She's very young. She's still in school, and she's 21 years
Junior
old.
high? Oh, she's 21.
And we moved in together a bit prematurely.
Yeah. You sure? You may want to leave the old back door open for the fellas, too. No?
Well, are you interested?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. That was me raping Andy Dick.
Oh, that's right.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's quite a sight.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Marcus, who gives me the creeps?
Well, look, he moved in with this girl and he wants to destabilize things. Just not all these just bad impulses, all bad.
Yeah.
And that's why, aside from the fact that he sort of made us feel like he might be homosexual, also these terrible, terrible inclinations in the relationship makes us wonder why he's trying to
Bad impulse Marcus, I think, would be a good nickname
yeah, he's
for
trying
him.
to kill the relationship for some reason.
But here's the other thing that was weird. Drew's spidey sense started tingling the moment he talked to Marcus, thinking maybe he was gay. And then as soon as Drew brought it up, I thought, yeah, he sounds gay to me too. And then we kind of brought it up. Man, he denied it a little bit, but was a little bit open to it as well. He wasn't fighting it.
Right.
And Drew, as a heterosexual guy, this whole sort of half-gay, quarter-gay thing, I don't buy it. It doesn't make sense to me. It's not like being American Indian. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
Well, I got...
quarter, 25%.
Yeah, I got 20% Comanche in me.
Right.
That I'll buy.
Yeah.
Even that I never buy, but I'll buy that for the sake of argument.
You can't be half-mo.
But this is sort of a half-mo instead of the homo. Forgot about that, Drew. Glad you brought that up. I don't buy it because, Drew, as a straight guy, there's just no way. I mean, you don't have dreams about it, or
No.
you're at a bar and a gay guy comes up to you and you think for a moment, it's late, I'm going home.
No,
You know what I mean? It's like it's not even close in a billion years.
Yeah. The men don't have that kind of fluidity usually.
Right.
Unless they are saying hello to Mo.
That's right. And no, wait a minute. Oh, it's yeah, is that the bisexual?
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah, they're saying bye to heterosexuality and hello to homo.
Yeah, it's just they may be sort of moving through that transition of coming to terms with all that.
Kevin?
Yeah.
You're 22.
How's it going?
Good.
I had a quick question for you guys. Actually, I was sitting around with a couple of my buddies, and we were talking about how, one of my buddies in particular was noticing that girls that he had hooked up with recently were skipping over the oral sex and just going straight to sex.
Whoa.
And we couldn't figure out why. We were talking about it for a while, and I thought maybe it was a possibility that he was too hairy, and I asked him if he ever took care of managing his region or his member. And basically, my question to you guys is, do you guys think that maybe trimming down to like a 2-guard or a 3-guard might make it more attractive to a girl and make her, in a sense, want to go down on you more?
No.
It couldn't. No, that couldn't hurt.
It couldn't hurt, but it's not going to be a deal breaker. Maybe women are just back to the old-fashioned ways of sort of letting oral sex be something that comes along later in a relationship.
Well, these are one-night stands.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, we're
the thing about the oral sex is it's definitely a little more intimate. And if you're having a one-night stand and you guys have been dancing and drinking all night, and you drag them back to your dorm room at 3:30 in the morning, some people just don't. Are these women drunk?
Yeah, usually. I mean,
some women are scared they're going to vomit if they've had a few too many of those hard lemonades and they're putting a penis down their throat.
Yeah, I just see it as the reverse. Like a guy. Well, most guys don't. Like, it's not their favorite thing to do for a girl anyway. But, I mean, especially not if it's like a veritable forest or, like, not taken care of, or if a girl doesn't do that, it just makes it less pleasant for guys to do it in the first
But you're kind of closer to the landing strip there. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
and as a guy, you're much more sensitive about that kind of stuff. But listen, hey, Kevin, this is not a horrible theory. I mean, if a guy had excessive body hair, I could see it being a factor.
Yeah.
Does this guy have excessive body hair?
I don't think he has excessive body hair. It's just that I think that most of the guys I know, like the guys that I've talked to, like at one point in time, or at least especially the college guys that I know, try and take care of it or maintain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's something that you never do for your entire life, it could very easily get, I guess, for some people out of control, or something that needs to get taken care of just a little bit more managed.
Yeah, before the advent of scissors and shaving devices, men just became giant balls of hair. Continue to grow their entire life.
Yeah, they look like Cousin It.
Oh, Cousin It was well groomed.
That's right. The pubes they never stopped. Eventually, though, they began burning the hair off. Did they not, Drew, with torches?
They discovered fire, yes.
And then there were crude cutting devices made of shale, I believe. They
chip it off.
They chip, yeah. No, don't your pubes stop about,
yes.
after it makes a nice little nest there.
Your body.
It's basically a penis nest. Pubes.
Each hair has its own sort of life cycle and will fall out when it's a certain length.
Yeah, you don't. No one has a pube that's 36 inches long, do they?
Mm-mm.
Okay, but a little trimming could not hurt.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with some grooming. Holly?
Yeah. When I've noticed that when guys trim, I think it's more sexy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more attractive.
All right.
I see. You're
I don't like hair. Just it bugs me.
You do like hair, but it bugs you?
A lot bugs me.
But you like it?
Well, a little. When they trim.
Yeah.
But I don't like no hair, and I don't like a lot of hair. And a lot of my friends feel the same way too.
And you're 15?
Yeah.
How much male pube you looking at, baby?
What?
How much pube you looking at?
Male.
Male.
I've been with only a couple guys, 5.
Mm-hmm. Damn, bitch! And they trim down okay?
Most of them, yeah.
Maybe they just haven't reached puberty yet.
Yeah. Well, this guy's 14?
No, they're all seniors and stuff.
They're all seniors?
Most of them.
Wow. All right, baby. Slow down a little, huh? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, slow it down. I know, it must be nice to have that power over men, but it doesn't work out for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Pops, all right.
All right,
sure.
listen, just don't get pregnant, all right?
Please.
Okay. Yeah. I won't.
What are you doing for birth control?
Yeah.
What are you doing for birth control?
I'm on the pill.
All right.
Okay.
There we
Well,
go.
it brings me to my next question. Is there something in the pill that makes you gain weight?
Yep.
Or is it just because it makes you hungrier?
It does make you hang on to fluid a little more, and it makes you hungrier.
Oh, man. Just imagine what high school would be like for a hot 15-year-old chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to talk about captain of the football team? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you're a celebrity.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you tell them just to ignore it if their dad was ignoring them their whole life?
Oh, forget it. If they have deficiencies, now's the time they're evening the score.
Yeah. Yeah, I never really thought about it when I was in high school. I was like, oh, that chick's hot. Oh, man, do I dig her? Oh, man, she'll have nothing to do with me. But I never really thought about it from her point of view. And they never, there's this sort of unspoken thing, some pact that women make, which is they don't talk about it that much. I mean, no one makes a big deal over it. They downplay it. You know what they have? The hot-looking chicks they've made the same deal that the gays have made about the gym and the shower and the sauna, which is, look, don't be crowing off about this. Don't talk about it. You'll ruin it for everyone.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know the gays, oh, no, oh, please, don't flatter yourself. We don't enjoy seeing you men naked in the shower. We don't enjoy seeing you naked men in the sauna. Really, you don't? You got a whole stack of porn with nude dudes in it under your bed. What about those guys? That's a nude dude.
Yeah.
You like looking at that, don't you?
Yeah, but that's different.
That's different. Like I said, I love this. Please don't flatter yourself.
Yeah.
Look, you got a bunch of good-looking guys who work out all day and they're walking around naked. That's you're gay. You're not into that? No. They say they're not into it because they don't want to ruin it for the other gays. And I understand that. I think the hot-looking chicks do this too. They always talk about it as if it was a little bit of a burden. It's like what the models do. Oh, I was a tomboy. I was awkward. None of the guys like me.
Yeah, what is
Meanwhile, you have the entire male student body lusting after you.
And they sort of make they don't notice it.
Yeah, and you want to talk about celebrity. I mean, what is the definition of a celebrity? There's a school, in my case, North Hollywood High, there's 2,400 kids in the school. 1,200 of them are male.
Well, that's your universe, too. When you're there, that's it. That is your universe.
Yes, that's the United States, Canada, and Europe, all packed into one, city block.
Yeah.
And there's 1,200 dudes in the school, and I guarantee every one of those 1,200 dudes knows the top 5 hot chicks.
Mm.
They just know.
Yeah, and talk about them.
And talk about them all the
All the
time.
time.
And when one comes down the hall, there it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Even bigger in a certain sense.
Well, because they're king command over their whole universe.
Right.
The entire universe as it pertains to them.
Yes.
What I wonder if they're aware of it, or if maybe they aren't aware of it.
I think they sort of look at it as a burden. But they can't really feel that way, can they?
Well, don't they usually have a boyfriend?
Sometimes.
That's sort of hiding out from all that.
Yeah. All right.
Interesting.
I'm getting depressed.
I think people have a sense when they are the observed of all observed like that, they're the one that's observed, that they're going to become the focus of envy and get chopped down.
Yeah, so
and that's true.
Don't rub it in anyone's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they do that. Lindsay?
Yeah?
You're 18?
Yes.
What's up?
Okay, I have this thing where I can't say no to people,
Mm-mm.
and it gets me in a lot of trouble when I'm with a guy.
Oh, I'm getting close to gambling on you.
It's happened a couple times. Like, it's like I can say no to sex.
Mm-hmm.
I can say no to that, but I've had a couple times where they've asked me to like go down on them, and I just can't say no.
Why is that?
Because I just feel like I'd make them feel retarded.
Make them feel retarded.
Yeah, like it's like.
So basically, you don't have your needs have no worth in your own eyes relative to another person.
I'd rather make someone else happy and make me feel bad than me be all right and them feel stupid.
Do you have an eating disorder?
I eat a lot.
Eats a lot of penis.
But no eating disorder per se.
No. No.
Are you overweight?
No, not really. I could lose a few pounds, but I'm not like.
Chunky?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I see. And so you're not a big gal. What are you in high school now?
No, I'm out of high school,
Junior college?
unfortunately.
Yeah. Junior college, right?
Yeah, not my goal though.
Yeah. It's nobody's goal. It's
Real
not the
disappointment
it's
on
not the faculty's goal either. Believe me, they're a huge disappointment to their families. Everyone there should just hang their head when they walk and look at their feet.
That's what I do when I go to school.
That's my rule. When I take over, Drew, I will command that all junior college, all people on campus at junior college, faculty, administration, even in the students, cannot look further than 3 feet in front of their toes when they walk.
And shouldn't they wear a sandwich board sign saying shame, shame, shame on it?
I want the Scarlet J.
Okay. JC. Give it the JC.
I'll do the JC, but my people might think it's Jesus Christ.
Oh.
All right. There, Lindsay?
Lindsay, are you expecting to get something out of these people, like a relationship, when you engage in that kind of stuff?
I think in like some of them, yes.
So it's your attempt to try to reach out and connect with them in some way, or is it your complete need to be pleasing to other people to the point that you're willing to sacrifice yourself?
I think it's a little bit of both
A little
because
both, yeah.
I've been
Let's
because
gamble.
it just happened recently.
How does she avoid an eating disorder?
I don't know. Where's your dad? What'd he do to you?
My dad's like with me. My parents have been together since high school.
What'd Mom do to you?
Nothing. My parents are really good parents. They're real.
Okay. All right.
My family's like the rest of my family's kind of screwed up.
Okay.
Well, like what? What's the deal?
Just like my uncles. There are a lot of like I think all three of them are alcoholics.
Is your
My
mom's brother?
grandpa is an alcoholic.
It's your mom's brother, mom's dad.
Yeah, my mom's side.
Okay, so she comes from an alcoholic family.
Anybody ever get hold of you?
I'm not sure.
Mm-mm.
I just I have these weird feelings when I think about times when I was younger.
Grandpa?
No, my uncle's ex-wife's brother.
Jeez.
Like he was really sweet.
Right. All right, baby. Listen, you know you sound you really sound like a nice person, and I hate to.
Well, but that's her gig. Is
I
being
know.
Nice for everybody.
I like her though. I like this Lindsay.
Miss Nice.
Lindsay was the name of my stripper girlfriend I had many years ago. It was a soft spot in my heart and wallet for the name Lindsay.
Lindsay,
Okay.
Having a stable relationship sometimes can help these kinds of things. A stable person who has stable attachments themselves can sometimes help you grow through some of this. But this need to sort of live in shame and to get your needs met by idealizing other people and then being perfect for them, that is not a healthy. That's what codependency is, and it's not a great way to live.
All right. Maybe a little therapy.
Yeah.
She's got to begin the process.
Yeah.
She's a good person. She's naive too. She's young. She's younger than she actually is chronologically.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all going to be good.
Good times.
Eddie?
28. Eddie?
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, this is Kenny.
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 Yeah, how you guys doing?
Good. You on speakerphone?
Yeah, I'm in the hospital, and I'm on an ECU unit, environmental control unit, and it's the only way I have to talk to you guys right now.
All right.
My hands don't work, so I can't pick up a phone. I'm a quadriplegic now.
Why?
I'm from the valley, too.
Oh, boy.
Some dude slammed into me from behind. He's in a Suburban. I'm in a Porsche, and he rolled my car over. My car flipped over. I got a broken neck, C5, C6. Went to Holy Cross Hospital, DOA. They revived me. I was only 5 minutes away from the hospital, and they revived me, brought me back to life. I was on a respirator. I had people coming from all over the place, come to see me, people I grew up with. And I woke up out of a coma, and a girl was there, and it was somebody I grew up with, like since I was young. And we just developed this love relationship throughout this whole thing. Like the accident happened November 8th, and
How long were you in a coma?
I was in a coma for 2 weeks.
What kind of Porsche did you have?
944.
Oh, well, that's not so tragic.
Yeah, it wasn't a Carrera.
Yeah. What year?
85 and a half.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No airbags or anything.
No airbags.
Yeah. Nothing.
Back,
Yeah. All right. Well, that's horrible. So now you're quadriplegic.
I'm a quadriplegic from the Rancho Los Amigos Medical Center out in Downey, which is supposed to be top 10 in the nation, but I'm not going to say anything about that.
It's top 10 for burns. It's last for quads.
No, it's a good rehab. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
So what's the question, Eddie?
Well, your name is Kenny,
Kenny,
and
I beg your pardon.
the question is, over the past 6 months, my girl has been by my side.
This is the one you met after the accident.
The one I've known since I was 12 years old.
Yeah, but you really got involved with her after the accident.
She came back into my life after 9 years and hasn't left my side at the hospital.
Right. We're just looking for a little clarification here because we just want to make sure it's the one who you met after you got into the accident. I know you met her before that, but
We fell in love after the accident. We've always had a love.
Right. We're just looking for clarification.
Right.
All right. So now, what's up?
Now we developed this love for each other, this unconditional love, and she's been here every single day, and we've been planning what we're going to do, and it's even come to like plans of marriage and this and that. And so I'm scheduled to get out on the 13th, and she puts it off. And the last month we've just been like up and down. You know what I mean?
Right.
Fighting and about little things, just bickering at each other.
Right.
And I was scheduled to come home. I got she moved out of her house. She was in a 2-story house.
Right.
And moved out of that and got a 1-story house so it would be accessible for me to get around in my wheelchair.
Right.
And when I went there on Easter, the doors are like 23 inches wide.
Yeah. 32 is code.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I put down a third of the money into this house with my girl and her roommate.
Well, hold on a second. Exterior doors, 36 inches wide, 1.75 inches thick. That's code. Interior, 32 inches minimum, 1.3 inches thick.
Is that what this call's about?
If you want to go hollow core, that's fine. But if you have the door that goes from the garage into the house, going to have a 2-hour burn rating on it.
I see.
And a pneumatic closer. All right, what were we talking about?
Doors. We need to take a break. Why don't we take the break and let's get back and hear because we've not gotten to yet what Kenny wants us to help him with.
Yeah, we're going to get to it real fast, though, when we come back. But let me say this. all these folks driving around in these massive SUVs. I mean, the massive suburban ones. And then they go ahead and put the lift kit on it and the big Monster Mutter tires. And they literally would roll over the top of a small car and even a lot of medium-sized cars now. Doesn't that appear to be a sort of obvious danger out on the road? Do you know what I mean? I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I don't think we should be telling people what car they can and can't drive. On the other hand, if you're basically driving around a car that if you lost control of this car, you're killing somebody, whereas you're not having any harm done to yourself, isn't that something we should consider, as a sort of society? I mean, there's a lot of other rules for a lot of other things you can't do because it's a big deal, allegedly. But there's no limit to the weight of. I mean, you can drive around a jacked up Humvee all you want, and if you're Schwarzenegger driving in that Humvee and you're making a cell call and you look down, you're going over a guy in a Miata, and you ain't gonna have a scratch on you. Is that just kind of survival of the fittest? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, this guy was, this guy's a quad because the guy was driving a car that basically just rolled over his car. Okay. You gonna get a lift kit on that SUV drive, Drew?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Okay, we'll be back.
LoveLine 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Hey, yo. LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Drew. Now, when we left off, we're speaking to Eddie. Eddie's 28.
Kenny.
Oh, Kenny, yeah.
It's up there as Eddie.
Yeah. Hey, phone screeners.
Hey.
There. Of this show. Let me, this happens every once in a while, so new policy, if you're listening, when they do the name correction or whatever, change it out on the screen if you hear it, because
we'll keep looking at the screen and calling them the old number, the old name.
Yeah, always look at the screen and call him Eddie instead of Kenny. But Drew didn't smoke much pot growing up, so he remembered to call him Kenny.
There you go. Thank you.
All right, done and done. So now Kenny's a quad.
I'm a quad. Now I'm stuck.
Right, and you fell in love with this woman. And now you're running into some troubles.
She's backing out a little bit.
Beautiful. She's a beautiful person inside and out. I mean, gorgeous.
All right, but she's backing out now a little bit.
She's backing out. I mean, but she's been there with me this whole time.
All right, but now she's backing out. So what?
Get away from her. She has been there for me.
All right, what can we do for you now?
She's backing out, and she's telling me that she just can't deal with it. Now, that's my house, and my mom died of cancer last year. My dad's drunk all the time. My sister takes care of my dad. Where am I going to end up now? I got Medi-Cal insurance covered. Like, I got $2 million in medical bills already.
Well, what about the guy who hit you? Did he have insurance?
Yeah, he had a $25,000 plan.
Oof.
And if I go after him personally, my attorney's saying that he'll just file bankruptcy.
And what about you? Did you have insurance?
My insurance just had gotten canceled. And because I sent in a late payment, and they canceled my insurance.
Shocking.
I had some low budget. I'm not going to say any names.
All right. Well, listen. Here's the deal. And this is a lot for a woman to handle.
Yeah.
Being in love with a quadriplegic guy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I'm sorry to hear that she's had a change of heart, or at least apparently has had a change of heart. But in a way, you can't blame her. I mean, in the sense that I'm sorry if she made promises that she's not keeping, but she's a young woman, and there's a lot of responsibility. I understand her trepidation here.
Well, and when the reality of this really came home to bear, which was now we're setting up house,
right?
Then she could no longer sort of live in a fantasy that she's this caretaker of this idealized person who's perfectly, almost like an infant.
Okay.
It's not that anymore.
Right.
It is really an adult with a serious disability with serious medical problems, and it was too much for her.
So Kenny you had a bad thing happen to you.
Horrible year. Mom died.
And a horrible year, and your focus needs to be rehab, getting better, and your mental.
Yeah, mental health for sure, but it sounds like he may end up in a nursing home if he doesn't have somebody to take care of him with him.
Right.
And that may be reality.
And I don't know that there's anything you can do to talk her out of this.
But there's an interesting piece to this, which is the fact that you've had this experience where someone does love you and have the capacity for that there must be potential to find that again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're out there. I mean, I've not met any, but they're out there. James?
Hello?
You're 15?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't even believe you. You're lying.
No, I'm 15.
Yeah, no, we got that part right.
So, what's your question?
Well, I want to know if I should tell my mom that I found a blank tape of her giving head to my stepdad.
Yeah, you got to tell her.
Fantasy answer.
Liar, whore, and you know it.
You got to tell her tonight. You got to wake her up.
She's not here right now, though.
Where is she?
She's at my uncle's.
What's she doing there?
I have no clue.
Yeah, more oral. Well, as soon as she comes through the door, all right?
Okay.
Let's see, you're calling from Washington State or Washington, D.C.?
Washington State, Vancouver.
Oh, okay. No time difference there. Right? Still a little late, but she'll be home soon, right?
Yeah.
I suggest you have the tape ready for her.
Give her a taste.
Yeah.
And then, most 15-year-olds are out at midnight on a school night. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, that makes sense.
All right. So why would you want to tell her?
I just feel like every time I see her and my stepdad, I feel weird around them, and
Yeah.
it's just, I just wish I would never saw it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you want
Whatever.
All right, I believe him now.
What?
I believe him.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. What else? What room was it in? Where was she giving him the oral sex?
It was in our bedroom, or in her bedroom, and I found the tape in the closet.
Yeah. What were you looking for?
Just any blank tape.
Why?
I wanted to watch a porno.
She keeps her pornos in her closet?
Actually, my older stepbrother, Brandon, he has one.
A little name thrown in here,
All right.
okay?
All right, yeah. You got to confront her. You got to tell her. Here's the reality. Here's why this is a BS question. It is certainly possible that a 15-year-old could find a tape of his mother engaging in this stuff. I'm sure it's going to happen more and more as the years wear on. But at 15, when you've been snooping through your mom's closet, especially 15 is a prime number for a guy.
Snooping number.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not in a billion years would you consider confronting her.
We would never enter your mind, ever.
No.
What you would call a program like this for is,
how do I cover my tracks?
Well, you'd be freaked out, and it would just be, what now? What do I do?
Right.
You'd just be completely bewildered.
Yeah, you wouldn't even, what would you do? You would just, listen, that tape's going back, it's going to be rewound or queued up to exactly where it was.
Why would you call a show like this? You wouldn't call it to say, should I tell my mom? No, please. Never. That's a thought that would not occur to a 15-year-old in that experience. Ever.
No, because first off, what is there to say to your mom? And that BS of, now I feel weird when I see her. Oh, please. Please.
But what would they call a show like this for with that kind of experience?
That's right.
It would just like go, oh my God, help me.
Right.
That would be it.
Yeah,
How do I do
freaking
it?
out. I can't beat off.
Yeah, right. There you go. I lost my erection. Now what do I do?
No, I was saying I can't beat off.
Okay.
I didn't mean it was connected to that call.
It'll be okay. It'll be all right.
Okay. Leslie?
Hi.
You're 17?
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm just kind of wondering what to do because I have an ex-boyfriend and he's acting really weird.
Yeah.
He's kind of stalking me, you know?
Yeah.
And his mom is leaving me voicemails, threatening ones.
His mom?
What do they say?
Well, I saved them and they're like, I'm gonna get you, wench, and watch your back, and I don't know, just stuff like you're gonna die and just weird things like that.
The mom?
She called you a wench?
Yeah, she's like, you little wench, I'm gonna get you, and in this creepy voice.
She work at medieval times or something? Where she come up the wench?
Can you call the police?
I don't know. She's really weird, but no, I was wondering if I should call the police.
Yes, definitely.
Because I was.
Jeez, what did you do to the son?
we were together for a while, and he was just like too immature for me, and I just wanted to break it off, you know.
And Mom's on the horn.
Yeah, she's really like way overprotective of him.
Oh, yeah. I know on one hand we hate Mama, but on the other hand, I don't know. It's a little heartwarming. I couldn't get my goddamn mom to go to a Pop Warner football game. This guy's got him calling his ex, doing his bidding. Do you know what I mean?
Threatening to kill his ex.
Drew, close your eyes and picture my parents. Imagine them picking up the phone and doing
No,
something.
just stop right there. Just pick up the phone.
The phone.
I can't handle that.
Couldn't even see that, could you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to call them. All right. Listen. What about your parents? Where are they?
Here.
Yeah.
They're divorced, but I mean, I still like see them all the time.
What can they do about this? Can you talk to them about this?
Well, I haven't talked to my parents about it yet, but oh yeah, I forgot to tell you tonight, like there was like a burning basket, I think it was, at my doorstep. I couldn't figure out what it was, but something was burning. And my neighbor came over and told us, so my brother put it out, but
Why do I?
I mean, I have no proof that it's from him, but I'm just assuming that he has something to do with it, you know.
What was in the basket?
I have no clue. It was just completely burned by the time I saw it.
I mean, no note?
No,
All right.
All right.
All right, well, listen, call the
police.
cops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Mom's calling.
Crazy.
All right, let's take a little break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Mike, who's 44. Friend's boyfriend had part and set up to get her jumped.
I know. This sounds weird.
I don't even know what that is.
No, I don't either, but we'll find out.
Advice to tell her. Friend's boyfriend had... Hold on a second. Mike?
Yeah.
What happened?
I just found out about this tonight. It's a woman that lives in the building that I live in. She was very concerned and wanted to talk to me, and just simply wanted to sit down and she said, I got to talk to a guy, you know, maybe be able to answer the question. I was kind of curious about your opinions. I've listened to you a lot, and I respect your opinions.
What's the question?
This is the deal. What happens is this. She starts dating a guy.
Who's she?
The girl...
that lives in the building.
That lives in the building, right.
All right, hold on. Inspector. We're going to take a quick break. Like we know who she is. We'll take a quick break. We'll get back. We'll get to the bottom of Mike after this.
Hello? Is this LoveLine? Call 1-800-LOVE-191. Adam and Dr. Drew will be right back.
Hey, everybody, LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. We will hop back to the phones and speak to Mike. Mike?
Yeah.
Okay. This question is not really about you, so we got to make it fast.
Okay, real quick. I'll give you the story real quickly. Young lady that lives in the building. She's about 20 years old. Starts dating a guy probably about 5-7 years her senior, about 25, 27 years old. She starts dating him about 2 years ago. When she starts...
Hang on one second. Just 1 second. I can't resist. It's so funny. People, I'll get it real quick. So she's about 22 to 3 months old, and she's been in the building about 14, 16, 18 months, and she's been dating this guy who's about 6'3". But I mean...
Now, the real fast part...
oh, my God.
No, it's the real fast... I'll make it fast with the math.
Yeah.
She's 22. She's dating this guy's about 5 years his senior.
Right.
So that makes him, what, 27, 28?
Take a deep breath and slow down. Yeah, that'd be... Okay.
All right, now leave him alone. Come on, Drew. You're turning into a prick. Come on. All right, don't do the math on the age.
Just the story in 2 sentences.
Okay.
Go.
He decides he wants to play on her. He wants to play the field. He starts having a lot of relationships besides her. And for the purposes of sexual, he tells her that it's not really much, it's not her fault or blah, 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 but he wants to play around on the side. Then he sets her up to get beat up about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Now, she's sitting down talking to me about the situation and needs advice. when I started giving her advice, I actually did allude to your program and said, I think from listening to you guys that the advice that I gave would be something similar to what I said to her.
Well,
she
thanks.
wasn't sure.
Do you have any interest in her?
Other than just a friendship, no.
No,
Really?
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 And
Yeah.
why would this guy have someone beat her up?
It was, according to her, it's a matter of, it sounded as if he was upset about the fact that something was told to her by a friend of hers. It sounded kind of complicated.
All right, well,
But
listen.
no. The point is that he gets upset over what is told to her and ends up using her as a scapegoat or a punching bag for that kind of behavior.
First of all, ton missing in the story. Ton. You only got a little piece of it.
Number 2, she's a chaos queen
Well,
if she's dating some guy who
He's
has
a
people
criminal.
beat up
Yeah,
on her.
he's a criminal and a sociopath.
Number
And-
3, Mike sounds like Erwin Mainway.
Well, but Mike needs to get away from this. This is the advice to him. Stay away. Do not even get involved in this in any way.
He does
And
sound like a Dan Aykroyd character, doesn't he?
True. It's true.
We're on a mission from God.
But anything he tells her, she's not going to listen anyway.
Cop
She's
brakes,
not
cop
gonna listen.
suspension, cop transmission. We got to get the band back together. Remember Erwin Mainway? Johnny Human Torch. It's a bag of oily rags. You don't remember that? You
No.
remember that Saturday Night Live?
I don't remember that one.
You liked Saturday Night Live.
I did, and I liked Aykroyd a lot. I just don't remember that.
He was the despicable entrepreneur who came up with the amusement parks for kids.
Yes, okay. Was it in the big high-back chair?
He
Kind of
would
in
get
the-
interviewed.
yeah.
He would get interviewed. He came out with the...
I do remember this.
He came out with the Halloween costumes. Yeah, this is a favorite. This one's called Johnny Invisible Pedestrian.
Right, right. He wore like a plaid coat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sounded like Mike.
But Mike, listen, anything you say, she's really not going to listen. All you can advise her is just get far away, maybe move, just don't be anywhere around this guy. That's the only advice you can possibly give, and then you need to get out of there.
And listen, Tara, and what's the other one's name? Damien. No more third-party calls about some chick in the building who he sort of knows. Please, are you high? Please, do your job. Marcus,
Yeah.
you're 13.
Yeah. A couple weeks ago, I got high for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and I woke up the next morning next to a girl I didn't even know. We're both butt naked, and
No.
Yeah.
No.
First of all, the first time you got high wasn't last week.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Secondly, you've not been laid.
yeah,
Yeah. All right, buddy.
I think I don't know, but it's like
Yeah.
scaring me almost.
How old was the girl?
Huh?
Where were you?
I was over at my older brother's.
Your older brothers?
Where's he live?
He lives over on Powell.
How'd you get there?
Bus.
Yeah. And who is this girl?
I have no clue. It's just one of his friends he had.
How old is she?
She's 18.
What's her name?
Jessica.
All right.
Mm.
All right. All right. I'm going with it.
Yeah, anyway,
Did you have sex?
I have no clue, and I'm hoping not.
Why?
Because, God, 13, that's awfully young.
He's not had sex.
All right. All right.
Anyway, I woke up, and I went to the bathroom, and I
Mhm.
looked in the mirror, and I saw a yin-yang tattoo on my back, and it's permanent. And I need to know if I should tell my mom or not.
Where on your back?
It's shoulder blade.
What would the harm be in telling your mom the whole story?
Probably death.
Why? You were victimized.
Well, they smoked weed, right?
That's true. All right,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, but you got to figure if this. No, is it still on you? Is it a permanent tattoo?
Yeah.
Well, there's no way this was just pot, whatever it was.
Hold on. If you looked in the mirror, you'd be looking at with scabs and blood, and a bandage.
Right.
And how do you see the middle of your back when you look in the mirror?
Well, it wasn't in the middle of my back. It's towards the shoulder. It's on the shoulder blade.
How do you see a new tattoo through the scabs?
It was like I took a shower and everything, and I looked over, and here I see this humongous red spot with a yin-yang in it.
Oh, now it's red. Yeah, not sure about this. Listen, you'd have to be drugged and passed out. How are you going to get a tattoo and not
how are they
remember
going to take you
about
to a
it?
tattoo parlor?
Well, my older brother, he's a professional drawer, and he has a tattoo gun.
He's a professional drawer?
Yeah, he draws, and he does a whole bunch of stuff.
He works for Disney?
And he's been doing tattoos lately.
Who does he draw for?
Just anybody and anything.
How does he make a living on it?
He just sells it.
No, come on.
I don't know how.
All right, Marcus, we don't believe you, buddy. It was close. It was close.
And if your brother put a tattoo on your back while you were drugged by something that he gave you,
just tell Mom.
Then tell Mom you were drugged and your brother put a tattoo on you, because that's in fact what happened. And if this is bogus, then so be it.
All right. Kenny?
Hello?
Drew, you break wind in here?
No.
Jeez, what is that? Kenny, you're 18.
Carrie?
Oh, Carrie.
Yes. Well, I just found out I have HPV, and I want to know if there's something, if I'm obligated to use a condom every time I have sex, or if when I start sleeping with somebody new, if it's something that I should say.
I think it's a responsible thing to do, but roughly 30 to 50% of people your age have this, so it's a pretty good bet that whoever you're sleeping with has already been exposed to it.
Well,
that's the data.
Why is that a pretty good bet if it's less than 50%?
All right, so 1 out of 3 people you sleep with are probably going to have this.
I always think of you, Drew.
I think it's a reasonable thing to. I think it's a nice thing. It's a responsible thing. It's an ethical thing, and you should certainly be using as motivation to make sure a guy wears a condom, which is something you should be practicing anyway, right?
Well, I should be. I'm not technically doing that. That's obviously how I got it. But
I know, but now you've got a reason to do that, so you don't get something more serious or truly serious.
Yeah, but I mean, is it something that you'll definitely catch if you have sex one time without a condom? Is it
Yes.
That contagious?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes, it's very highly contagious.
Yeah,
so for the rest of my life, I will have to use a condom unless I'm going to infect the person.
No, when you're in a long-term relationship. First of all, again, there's a good probability that people you were with have the virus already anyway.
Well, I don't know if you call it a good probability.
1 out of 3.
That's not a good probability.
That's a pessimistic assessment, too. But listen, and giving it to a guy does not really have any significant implications, other than he can now give it to another woman. So if you're in a long-term monogamous relationship and you're going to get married and that kind of thing, the guy will just get it, and that'll be that.
Yeah, I don't think the numbers are as high as Drew says.
I remember I brought it in and showed it to you.
Yeah, listen, I make the stats up. I know what the stats are. All right, we're going to take a quick break.
Right.
Drew, did you fart? Seriously?
No, I swear to God I didn't.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, it was you.
Wait, that was me. I had no idea. All right, well, let's enjoy that. We'll be back.
Okay, so I know there's nothing wrong with me. So what's up?
So I was like you, and I used to think that these Datelines were totally cheesy.
Why can't I meet anybody?
But I tried everything else and thought, what the hell? So I called the Dateline and actually met a cool guy.
I called the Dateline and I hooked up with some cool people.
Believe it or not, other normal people are out there looking too.
877-889-DATE.
LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Well, that's the show, everybody. Hey, semi-eventful night. With lots of bizarre calls.
We got to remember that, what was her name?
I
forgot.
Joanne.
Joanne.
I forget everyone's name, Drew.
That, wanted to get melanoma by drinking semen.
Yeah. And the answer is yes, right? Possible?
Yeah, of course.
All right, we'll take a little break, like 22 hours worth. Kelly Who's going to be in here. I hope it's pronounced Who. She's from the Scorpion King.
Sometimes those kinds of names are like Shoy or Shu or...
Well, she's a China woman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't hear about the China woman. Hear about the China man, not the China woman. She'll be in tomorrow night. She's super hot in that Scorpion King movie, so we'll talk to her. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying, mahalo.
I don't get any Spanish.
This has been LoveLine.
The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Wilkins Ingle. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.